1, 2. Yeah.
Welcome back, Loc Queens and Loc Sisters. I actually just want to talk today about tips, y'all. That's why I got my locks up here so you can get a good look at what I mean. I've introduced myself. That's Angel, Geris Finest. Welcome back. I actually just want to talk today about leaving out the tips. And it's funny because when I decided to leave my locks out and I went to get my hair done by a professional, they hated it. They was like,
ugh, that is a hot mess. Oh my gosh, why do you even want to leave these out? I mean, they did not like it. Like, give me a break.
for your locks, it doesn't look cute, it's ugly, everything. I was just like, really? Is it my decision? So I actually thought it was something that nobody else was doing because like my beautician seemed so irritated and mortified. Like every beautician that did my locks for me, they all were like irritated with the fact that I wanted to keep my tips out. And even once I had a loctician actually, she slowly clipped at them until they were like gone. I was so angry because in my mind when I was gonna get these locks, I wanted my locks to look like those goddess locks, those fox locks. I wanted my locks to look like fox locks, which obviously that's impossible. But in the fox locks, the tips were out. And so in my mind, when I got the locks, I was like, I had to have my tips out. I don't care if nobody in the world is doing it. I like it. And that's how I wanted my hair, okay? So anyways, I did it. And obviously, you see my tips are out still. I combed them back out. I just want to talk to you how I maintain them. As you can see, they're curly at the tips. Some of them are curly like this one. You see? And you think like, oh, okay. And obviously, if you have certain curl patterns, you don't have to do anything for your tips. Just leave them out and they're gonna automatically look beautiful, right? But for some of us who have 3 and 4C hair, we have to do something with ours. And honestly, I recommend that everybody do something with them. You know, don't just leave them there. And even I was recommended by a beautician.
I ain't got a problem with them. I'm just saying they ain't a dime a dozen. Not a good one.
That you should do something with them. And honestly, I agree with her. She told me that if I don't, I should cut them because I won't manage them correctly and the hair will die and my ends will get split and it will go up into my lock and it will die. And I've seen a lot of people's locks thinning and dying and like falling off.
Girl, what you
say? And maybe that is why, I don't know. But I just take care of my tips because I have noticed when I don't comb them or I don't oil them or I don't brush them, they can get like fuzzy and they're just a big fluff. It's just a big fluff at the tip of my hair. So they don't automatically look like this. With me having to cut them off once because they were cut off, and so I had to start them over. But also I've had to actually cut them off and comb them back out before because I didn't know what I was doing. Because I didn't realize that they could change texture and the curl pattern can totally disappear, and like then they don't look good. They just look like crap. And then I was even considering like, man, maybe I shouldn't be leaving them out. But then I really thought about it, and I did a couple of tests. When I combed them out, I decided that this time when I comb them out, I'll take care of them and see how it goes. So I wanted to give you a quick I don't know if you want to call this a tutorial, but just quickly show you how I maintain my tips of my locks, because I've seen so many sisters who have their locks out at the tips and they're not taking good care of them. So maybe people don't realize that that's something you got to do, especially because I know some of those ladies they're new to having locks. So they don't realize that there is something you have to do to them. You can't just leave them out. So let's get to it. So this one looks good. So if it looks good, like the curl pattern is good, you like it, Just give it a little comb at the tip. Don't comb it out, just comb the tip that's already out. And I'll spray it. This is my mixture of like oil, tea tree oil, coconut oil, a little bit of lavender oil, a little lemongrass, a little grapeseed oil, and I will take it and I will spray. Just one little spray at the tip. Take it and I would feel it. Feel the piece of hair that's here and see how it feels. Does it feel soft? Does it feel kind of brittle? And if it feels fine, then I'll just, rub it in, rub the oil in. I know this seems like a lot for a tip, but this is the decision that you make when you leave these out. Because I'm telling you, do nothing with them. They will just be a nappy piece of hair at the tip of your lock, and it's not cute. It isn't. And so I take it, I roll my fingers around it, and ta-da, I have a little curl. Okay, now all of them are not going to be beautiful like that. I actually have touched up some of them. But some of them I left out because I was like, wow, this would be something pretty interesting to show. Like how I maintain my lips. Oh my gosh. How I maintain my tips. So I just comb it. I'm feeling on it. This one feels good. Okay. This one, look how this one looks. Ooh, this one looks mistreated and beaten. Look at it. Is that cute? I mean, if that's what you're going for and that's like the look you like or whatever, that's cool. That's cool. But for me, that's not the look I'm going for. And I obviously left this out because it was curly at some point. Because in my locks, I have a couple that I actually just chopped totally off because my hair, every inch of my hair follicles, how do I want to say this? Okay, all of my hair locks at the tip, they don't all curl. Some of them just don't curl at all, like this one. You see, I just got a little nubby here. It doesn't curl at the tip, so I didn't leave it out because I don't want my tips out unless they curl. If they don't curl, I just don't see the point of having them out. That's not the look I'm going for. I'm not going for this look. If it's looking like this, I'm going to cut it off like this because I have enough of these that are out that are cute and curly. And I want them to look like a Shirley Temple, a tiny Shirley Temple. So I'm gonna comb this and see if I can fix it. The hair feels healthy. It doesn't feel dead. But sometimes when it looks like this, the hair is actually dead. So I'm gonna twist it and see if it'll curl for me. Oh, barely. Okay, barely. So it looks good though. Looks okay. All right, just dry, I guess. Just dry. Keep it going. Okay. I'll take this with my fingers and twist it. And twist it and twist it. And you'll be surprised this will work almost for anybody if you have any type of curl pattern. And voila. Okay, this one just looks kind of rough too. Let's see. I've been doing a pretty good job at taking care of them, so I'm not feeling any that really feel rough yet, but hey, I haven't gotten through all of them yet. But trust me, I've felt some rough and had to cut them off. This one honestly does not feel so healthy at all. I don't know, because maybe it shouldn't be out or maybe I need to clip it. I'm gonna clip it first because I feel like the extra hair at the tip, you see that? The extra hair is just wild. I'm just gonna clip it. Just like you clipping your ends when you get your hair done. Right? So I'm just gonna clip it and then I'm gonna try again. Okay. Okay. All right. This hair is just not really curly, right? So when I see that this is not really curly, I really don't like the way it looks, you know? It give me a little loop at the tip, but that ain't really what I'm going for. So I'm just gonna cut that off. I don't know what made me leave it out before. Sometimes I hate to do that. Maybe that's why. But it ain't curly. So, bye-bye tip. Bye-bye. And I'm going to clip around it just to clean it up. Because ain't no tip out there. So, and I know you're wondering like, wow, is the tip loose there? It'll lock up. It'll seal itself. I don't need to do anything to it. Just give it its space and it'll lock up. So I'm just gonna give it a little pinch, a little twist pinch, and it'll lock up. But I need to just cut that off. That don't look cute. That look a hot mess. So also I have this here. This doesn't look good. Let's see what's happening. And I have about 88 locks. So, you know, you could be touching them up and 1 out of 88, you're gonna realize you missed a few. You've been trying your best to do something with these tips and you miss a few. It happens. This one feels kind of rough. So I'm actually gonna use my brush and just kind of pull it through. Like press my hair on there. And it helps smooth it out. And I'm gonna see if this piece of curl. Ah. Ew. Ew. Ooh, it's giving me some curl though. It's not giving me my Shirley Temple though, but almost. So, I like you. I'll let you stay. What else do we got? Okay. Let's see here. If it doesn't feel dry at all, just rub your oil on it and keep going. So this one is nice, right? It curls great. As you can see, it curls great, but it looks like frayed. So as you can see here. So I'm going to actually take it to the tip and clip the very tip just a tiny bit. Just a tiny bit, you see? Not a lot, just a little. This one, it curls really pretty, beautifully, but that tip, it needs to go. So, I just cut that tip off, and you see how much neater it looks? Can you tell? Sometimes I comb them out a little more too because I've had to clip it. So I feel like I've lost some of my curl at the tip. I know you're like, how are you doing that?
Yep, she did that, combing out that tip.
Slowly. And because I combed it out a little bit, it's a little bit tip that needs to be clipped. Not enough that I would need to do some more combing out, just enough. Clean it up. And voila. So it's not hard, you guys. And it doesn't even take very long. See, my fingers are already pretty oily, as you can see. So I just use a little bit of the oil because you're just using the tip of your hair. So you don't need a lot of oil. I honestly recommend this routine for once a week. once a week, you'll have nice tips on your locks. If you're someone who likes to leave your tips out of your locks, like me. I use the spray for some of them because my tips are extremely dry on some of these. And honestly, I spray this oil throughout all of my locks like twice a week. I used to spray it in my locks more often, but my hair seems to be less dry than when I first started getting these locks. When I first started my locks used to be super dry, and so I used to spray it in my hair every single day, but I've noticed my locks have not been as dry lately, and so I don't spray as much oil in it. Okay. Honestly, if you feel like you're gonna clip it, it's best just to comb a little bit of it out at the tip first and then clip your tips. I'm gonna clip this and then curl it. So I don't have to worry about my end splitting. I know a lot of people believe locks is already dead hair, and I believe it's already dead if they're installed. When you go grow them from your scalp, I don't believe that your locks are already dead, and that's only because of my experience with my tips, how they can change and how some locks can seem damaged at times. And many other people can tell you that, their locks just fell off. They don't know why, so. I know you can see I don't have any makeup on, you guys. Today is a face day. I still have quite a bit of acne from going to the Feast of Tabernacles or camping. And so right now I'm just not wearing any makeup. So I will not be beating my face until I get that taken care of. Regular face first. Real face first. That's all I'm saying. Real face first. Okay, this one feels extremely dry. Actually, this one needs some bristle. You're not doing it for me, boo. Some of my hair only curls when it's a little amount out. that may not apply for everyone. That's another reason why I only leave a little of my tips out, because naturally only a little portion of it curls by itself without some type of product. And I don't like to use product in my locks because of buildup and etc. Obviously some of my locks curl really well when they're long, when a nice amount is out, and then some of them don't. All right, you guys, that's it. That's pretty much what it is. That's how you do it. Keep them tips pretty. I know for some of us it's easier than others. You only have to really do this once a week or don't do it once a month, seriously. But like once a week at least. Just go through your tips, comb them out, spray some oils on them, check them. I used to do like a mass brush. I used to take a bunch of them and like pull them to the tips and like brush them, you know, and that's okay sometimes, but they're not all the same length. So you can do that, but keep in mind that you're going to miss a few. You're gonna miss a few, like seriously. Please like and subscribe if you want me to do a few more lock videos or more lock videos. Like, if you want me to do some more lock videos, because your girl is so locked and lovely, please do like and subscribe. Like this video if you feel like it was definitely informative. Do you keep your locks out? Do you do any maintenance on your lock tips? And you know, this is based on preference. Some people don't care if their lock tips are like healthy or if they look a certain type of way, and maybe your hair is just super duper curly and you don't have to do anything for your tips. No matter how dry and crusty your hair is, your tips are gonna always be curly. So this wouldn't really apply to you. But for the rest of us, this is for the rest of us, for the best of us. No, this is for the rest of us. Thanks for watching, you guys. Thank you for watching my video. You guys have a great weekend. This is your girl, Geris. Geris finest, y'all. Geris, you know, I am so thankful that you have come to watch this video with me today. You have a good one. You have a good weekend, and I hope next week I have something for you.
And I can't even help looking to me for answers. I need them myself. Answers coming so lately. But I trust in